Hey guys, Chris here. So right behind me we have a 2019 BMW 530d xDrive Touring. This is my first impressions video. I've just picked this car up from BMW Group Norway. I've driven it maybe a kilometer, just parked it here to get some exterior shots before. Well, you can see the sun is setting. It's winter time in Norway, meaning we don't have a lot of daylight, and unfortunately I don't have the spec sheet of this car. I haven't had it sent over yet, but I will have it sent over. But I'll have to use my lacking BMW knowledge or my BMW knowledge to, give you guys information. But the exterior color is called Mediterranean blue. It's a very cool deep blue metallic paint color. It looks very nice in this sunset light. It has these multi 19-inch multi-spoke wheels on Nokian Hakkapeliitta R studless winter tires, 245 millimeters. This has the M exterior package, and I also think it has the shadow line, if BMW still do that, because everything is blacked out. As you can see, the grille is chrome, but the details down here are just totally blacked out. Also, this detail here, this duct here, this rather fake duct, that is not, is that proper? That is actually proper. That's a brake channeling duct, so that is actually real. That is black details on the mirror, and black details around the windows, and the windows are totally blacked out. I think this looks, and also you have the dark gray rear diffuser. You also have these squarish dual tailpipes. This is xDrive, meaning it's four-wheel drive 530d. That is the 3-liter straight 6 diesel with 265 horsepower. All in all, I think the exterior of this car looks very, very nice. I was thinking that with these wheels, this blue color and the black details, it would be rather boring, but I think it looks very nice and very mean. So let's just take a quick step into the interior, and I will do a full exterior interior video of this car later on in the week, but I just want to give you guys my first impressions. So this has beautiful Napa leather, or maybe BMW call it something else. I think they maybe call it merino leather, but it's super soft, and with this cool, very cool quilt pattern. As you can see, they're just going to turn around the mic so you guys can hear me. With this really cool quilt pattern, and you also have this gray piping. This has the extended leather package, which actually gives you real Napa leather or merino leather on top. Piano black trim there, and also you have some ambient lighting, but everything just feels super high quality and super soft. And well, this interior is actually quite stunning. Usually I'm not a fan of black interiors, but this is just super high quality. And BMW also make one of the nicest steering wheels in the business, covered here in super soft leather. You have shift paddles here, and you also have, this has the ceramic ceramic package, giving you the iDrive control wheel in ceramic, and also this is also ceramic. So it's just a beautiful place to sit. And let's go ahead and I'll mount the camera, get everything set up, and let's go for a drive, and I'll give you guys my first impressions of this car. Bluetooth is now set up. That was very quick. I've entered my destination into the navigation. My seat was already set up, so that's a very quick setup. It was very easy to pair with my iPhone here, and just have to get it out of the there's a wireless charging pad down here. And let's see, I got an email from the guy at BMW. Just gonna go quickly through relevant specs here on this. So as I said, this is a 530 diesel Mediterranean blue metallic. It has exclusive Napa leather in black with contrast stitching. What else do we have here? We have a lot of specs. It has M sport brakes. It has the comfort seats in front, individual interior trim, ambient lighting, M Sport steering wheel, M aerodynamic package, individual high gloss shadow line, so they still use shadow line, individual black or anthracite headliner. This does not have a, yes, it does have a panoramic sunroof. So we're actually going to open that up because it's very dark in here. but it does have. It was only had the cover closed. It has LED adaptive front headlights with high beam assist. It has the driver assistant plus that will give you, your semi-autonomous drive tech, your radar guided cruise control, head-up display, BMW gesture control, and panoramic sunroof. It has heated steering wheel, and I think does this also have? It feels like it has drive modes, so it has the adaptive suspension. Or does it have the air suspension? It at least has the adaptive suspension, so I can, switch between comfort and sport and stuff like that. It has power seats, power steering wheel. This car is just fully loaded as press cars usually are. The engine has been running now for a few minutes, so when started it was loud, and a lot of vibrations compared to a gas engine, but it settles down very, very quickly, and I'm very excited to drive this, straight six diesel engine. It felt very torquey from the short driving experience I had to this parking lot. 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. And let's go ahead. Before it gets dark, I want to give you guys the most of my first impressions here, because it's getting very dark very quickly. 4 o'clock, and the sun is setting. As I said, as usual, if you're new to the channel, when I pick up the first car, I always do this first impressions raw video where you guys join me picking up the car, and I sit in the car for the first time. I test everything for the first time, and then I also do an interior exterior video after I've had the car for a few days. And then I often do a review on this. I will do the review on the Harman Kardon premium sound system, and then also do a video where I talk about positives and negatives, a proper review and stuff like that. But first impressions is that this thing is so damn quiet. Oh, auto start stop, please, thank you. BMW have the defeat button right next to the engine start stop button, which is the right place to have it, so you can just turn it off right away. And yeah, so there was a Ram diesel truck with an old Cummins engine. Those things are really noisy, but this, woohoo! This thing is actually quite torquey and quite quick. Only 265 horsepower, but I think this has something in the realm of 550 Newton meters in foot-pounds of torque. I don't know what that is, but conversion on the screen. But yeah. So it's not quick. It's very torquey. So the bottom end shove is very nice, but when you rev it out, it doesn't have too much poke, at least compared to the torque it has at low end. But this thing is very, very silent. It's very, very quiet. The sound insulation, does it have double pane glass? No, it does not have double glass, which is very actually very surprised it doesn't have that in this day and age. But yeah, the rest of it is very quiet, very nicely sound insulated, and the ride is very soft. BMW are very good at their ride handling balance, and well, it doesn't feel like a sporty car. It really doesn't. It feels like a big luxurious station wagon. It is quick, and this engine makes a nice sound. This 3-liter diesel, 265 horsepower. I'm pleasantly surprised, guys. And I was expecting, high quality and a lot. This being a 5 Series, they have always delivered. They've always been very nice cars and a bit more emotional than maybe something from Audi. This is a bit more emotional than the recent Audi A6 I drove. But guys, this is very, very nice and quite impressive. I like this. I'll do a little more driving, and then I'll update you guys after I've driven this car through Oslo traffic and once I'm on the motorway again. Hope you guys are seeing me okay, because it is very dark outside and I didn't even think about bringing my camera light. But I'm on my way to get a coffee just for the last leg of the trip, and my Google Maps wanted to, you know, divert me through this residential area instead of on the motorway where there is a lot of traffic. But that has given me the perfect opportunity to, we are going straight down here, the perfect opportunity to drive this car in, residential streets, which often have a lot of speed bumps. And this suspension set to the comfort mode. I'm not kidding you guys. If this car doesn't have air suspension, I don't understand anything. If this car only has adaptive dampers, these are the most comfortable, most impressive adaptive dampers I've ever tested, because this car just, it doesn't only have really soft and compliant suspension, it also has travel like you do get in air suspension. So I'm almost, if I were to, bet my life almost, I would say that this car has air suspension, but we'll find that out in the end of the video when I, do my closing statements and say bye to you guys. I'm gonna, read up on the specs to find out if this car really has adaptive dampers or if it actually has air suspension. It's now pitch black outside, but I finally made my way on the motorway, and this car is relatively quiet. I can hear a bit of, wind noise off the wing mirror, so if this car did have the optional double glass, the laminated side windows, I think it would be, you wouldn't be able to hear that at all. But tire noise is very, very subdued. I would say that this is probably a tick quieter than my XC90. I don't have any reliable measuring equipment now, but it is very quiet and very, here at Motorway speeds, very silent. And the power also, this 3-liter straight 6 is also very, very nice and very powerful. It's very quiet at motorway speeds. You don't hear it a lot, and the sound it does make is very pleasurable. It's very nice, the sound it makes. It is a straight 6, so BMW really know how to make these big diesel engines. Sounds nice, is very refined. So as a motorway cruiser, this is a brilliant car, and I still think this does have air suspension because it just wafts away much more than the X3 I had with adaptive suspension. It's much closer to something like my XC90. It actually feels a lot like my XC90 on the motorway because it's so soft. It just wafts and wallows away. It's a very nice motorway cruiser, this car. So there you go, guys. I'm now home. That's my first impressions video of this, the 2019 BMW 530d xDrive Touring. It's a very, very nice car. Very comfortable, much more comfortable and soft and luxurious than I was expecting. And I stopped, tried to look up on the spec sheet. This car doesn't have air suspension. It has something called adaptive drive that might be air suspension, but I think that's just normal adaptive dampers. And it's damn impressive because this car rides better than my XC90, though that has bigger wheels and maybe less tire, but it is an SUV, so it has bigger wheels, maybe as much tire. But still, this thing rides better than my XC90, and that's damn impressive. So I can't wait for my next week with this car. I just can't wait to really test it out. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always, guys, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.